Ranking the best Infinite Flux cards in Madden 24. We are back here with another promo reveal. Today we got Infinite Flux. Now we're going to go ahead and get it started with the 97 overall login reward. You can potentially get both of these cards for free. They're both wide receivers. The first one is George Pickens. Has that 97 speed, 90s across the board for route running, 6'3" height. Underrated thing on George Pickens cards is high impact blocking, high run blocker. Probably going to be some of the best in the game. That's how they usually always do his cards, but he also gets that jukebox ability for 0 AP. So I think he's actually a really good receiver in the game with that. I would say George Pickens, I could see good to great, and I'm gonna put him in great right now just based on the cards we have. And right after that we do get Chris Carter with 97 speed, again 90s. It's pretty much the same stats, but the big difference is Chris Carter does not get that jukebox. He gets mid and elite for 0 AP. So I think George Pickens is better. Now I'm gonna be using Chris Carter because Dolphins great, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and put him a tier lower in this good tier. Still think he's a relatively solid receiver, decent 0 AP ability. I'm not mad at it. All right, so now we have a group of cards that have 3 cards, okay? And the first one is gonna be Justin Fields as the example. So what you're gonna notice is they have a motivator card. You can see in the bottom right or the bottom left hand corner of the card, and they have a skilled card and they have the specialist card. So let's talk about it. So the motivator card is going to give a motivator chem boost to the team. That plus the stats like here and there. In my opinion though, like just the point we're at with the game though, I don't really think that matters unless you really want your team to be a 99 overall. Besides that, really doesn't do anything like affecting the stuff on the field. It's just abilities are everywhere and abilities just literally make stats not matter, which is dumb. I don't think it's a good thing, but just saying where we're at with the game. The skilled one has like more speed, which I mean, again, why does that matter? These two cards also get no discounted abilities at all. So useless. I think both these cards are useless for every single one. The main one we're going to take a look at is the specialist one. Now for Justin Fields, he gets jukebox and roaming deadeye for 0 AP, and he gets set feet lead for 1. And he has 1 discounted bucket. So you could go set feet lead, gunslinger, gift wrapped, and hot route master for 7 AP, which at this point, it's not really too runnable. I would probably say the specialist one is like bare minimum mid because he's slightly mobile, but the skilled and also the motivator ones for every single card are going to be in just the trash tier because I feel like there's just absolutely no point to use it. So for Quay Walker and Kobe Bryant, we're just not even going to talk about those cards. I just don't think it's even worth it. All right, and now for Kobe Bryant right here, he has 96 speed, which is kind of slower at this point, does not hit 90 man coverage, gets deep out zone KO and pick artist for 1 AP total. I'll slightly put him mid. Like his ability, like he doesn't get the mid zone. You have to run mid zone for 3 AP, would be 4 out of your AP total, which again at this point just too much AP, and you can get better cards for lower than his price, like even Herb Adderley. Now we do get Quay Walker with 94 speed, 96 acceleration, 86 zone, so doesn't even hit 90 zone. Gets lurk artist mid zone for 1 AP though. Feel like his zone isn't great, but again I'll slightly put him here just because his abilities are okay. He's probably the worst 97. All right, now we get base 97. So Tyron Smith right here, he's a 97 overall, doesn't get any discounted abilities. The stats to me are meaningless because he doesn't get secure protector. So what that means is he's just going to get ran through by D-line X Factor. So for me, he's not even close to like usable. Gonna go in the trash tier. We do have Jameson Williams though with 99 speed, 90s across the board for route running. His downside, the reason why he's not going to be higher for me is again the no abilities. Really nice to have like apprentices, like mid and elite, like jukebox. I think jukebox would probably be the most needed thing, but you don't need it for him to play good or mid. I'm gonna put him mid because Chris Carter does get the mid and elite 4-0. Now we also get Jonathan Allen right here with 83 speed, 86 acceleration, 96 block shed, 97 power moves, 83 finesse moves. Again, no discounted abilities on this card. So for me, Jonathan Allen is going to go ahead and be in this trash tier. And the last 97 we have is Justin Matab right here with 91 speed, 88 acceleration, block shed, power moves, finesse moves all look great. But here's the thing as well. I think his 94 aka Matab card is better than this card. And it's because the unstoppable force pre-lit, it's inside stuff for 1 AP. Like there's really no point to pick this card up. He's worse than a card that dropped. Oh man, when that Matabeast card dropped? Yeah, he's just worse than his previous card, so he's also going trash for me. But now we got Cordell Patterson. Now this right here is going to be my running back. I think he's a really fun card, and that's really what I'm focused on with my team. I just want to use cards that are fun, right? 98 speed, 98 acceleration, the catching and the route running. He's going to be a beastly receiver out the backfield. And 94 break tackle, has a really good player model, gets that quick juke animation. And for his abilities, what I really like, right? He gets the jukebox for 0, and he gets the matchup nightmare there for 0. So that's a really good combo to run on him. The only thing that holds this card back is, unlike his flash card last year, does not get the prelit X factor. So for me, Cordell Patterson, great card in the game, top end running back, doesn't get the prelit X factor. That's why I don't think he's the best at his position. Eric Dickerson and Bo are still better in my opinion, but I think you can make the argument maybe he's the best non-prelit running back. Maybe I could see that argument. And after that, we got Darius Slay. So Darius Slay, 99 speed, 98 acceleration, 99 zone, 97 man, play rec to press, all great. What I think is so funny is on the stream, they're like, oh, guess what? He gets a deep out zone KO for 0 AP. And I think they thought they're like, oh, well, that's kind of crazy. He gets mid zone for 1 though. So deep out mid zone for 1. We've had that combo for like months now. He's actually really, really good. What I don't like is he's a 99 overall with only 2 discounted buckets, when again, like this is more like a weekly wildcard drop because they don't have a built-on ability, no X factor, you know, like this doesn't feel like a Thursday promo. Darius Slay, while I don't think he's a bad card, is he a top 3 corner in the game? When we talk about like the people that can play the slot as well, I can see the argument if you want to say he's there. Arguments against him are Tariq Woolen, Nnamdi Asomugha, Richard Sherman. Those are like my 3 outside corners. In the slot, we have Chris Harris. We have Deron Bland's a great slot as well. So it just depends what you value. And again, the reason why Woolen is over him for me is because of that height, that 6'4". I don't think he's a bad card. Again, I can see the argument right here, but I'm going to place him in this great tier. After that, we got George Kittle, 97 speed, 90s across the board for out running, 90 run block. Now, this card does have a downside. He is over that 245, meaning he's not going to get that quick juke animation. However, his abilities are really, really nice. So he can get that honorary lineman for 0 AP, comboed with short and elite for 0 AP. This is like, in my opinion, I think he's a step above Gronk, and I think he's the upgrade from Gronk because of that short and elite that can also beat the man coverage. I really, really like this George Kittle card. My thing is though, right? Like, is he best tight end in the game? I would still have Tony G over him. Might be right above Mark Bavaro for me though. I think he's the top 2 tight end. It's 2 different styles though, him versus Tony G. You know what? I'll leave him right here because it's just like him and Tony G are for different reasons. You know, like this is someone that is going to be a really good run blocker, going to hold his own, honorary lineman, short and elite. Love that stack. After that, though, we have Quinton Nelson, 99 pass block power, 97 pass block finesse, 97 run block. This card is amazing though because he gets secure protector and all day, both for 0 AP. Amazing card. This is an end game left guard right here. You don't have to upgrade him for the rest of the year. By far and away best of position. By far and away. End game card, perfect, great. Now after that though, we get Foyese Oluokun with 98 speed, 97 acceleration. He does have 98 zone coverage, 92 block shed. Abilities this time, lurk artist mid zone for 0 AP. I think he's great. My only thing is, best at position for him, I might still go Gerard Mayo. The reason why, I know he's a little bit slower, lurk artist mid zone, tackle supreme for 0. So, can see the argument if you really valued 3 speed, but again, like I like Gerard Mayo with that ability stack, man, I do. And as a user, again, no like secure tackler, no tackle supreme. Still think he's a great card though. Don't get me wrong, really, really good card. Kind of similar to like Darius Slay in a sense, to like my thoughts on him. And now right after that, we got Amani Hooker though, 98 speed, 98 acceleration, 99 zone, 96 man. Again, they kind of hyped up this card, deep zone knockout for 0 AP, and it's deep zone, mid zone for 1. It's not a bad stack by any means. Extremely runnable. It's just Troy P is better in my opinion with his stack. So another card that is just in the great tier for me. Think he's solid. Again, shorter safety as well. So it's not like he would have the height over Troy P either. And after that, we get Buda Baker though, 98 speed, 99 acceleration, 99 zone, 96 man. If this card got 3 discounted buckets, I might be willing to have an argument for him for like a top end corner in the game. The reason why I say that though, right? So he gets deep out mid zone for 1 AP total. I believe it's deep out for 0, mid zone for 1. And the other thing he can get is secure tackler for 1 AP, which is super interesting. With, again, if he got 3 discounted buckets, I could make a crazy argument for him being like a top end outside corner in the game with that, especially with the online meta right now, which is kind of miserable to play with all these jukeboxes, RPOs. Oh man. But anyway, so Buda Baker though, deep out mid zone for 1. Kind of just in this great tier as well. He's runnable. It's just not better than what we already have. And finally, we get Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase, 98 speed, 90s across the board for out running. They gave him grab and go and third down threat for 0. Kind of disrespectful, I can't lie. The amount of 0 AP route techs, juke boxes, short and elites that we're getting, grab and go and third down threat. You know who got that? The 96 Genki Force cards. This might be kind of crazy, but I would rather run George Pickens over him with the jukebox for 0. I would. Yeah, this is going to be a card that I say to avoid because the abilities just really aren't there, especially for what I'm assuming his price is going to be. And I'm probably just going to knock George Kittle down one. I think he's a great card, but Big Q is by far and away the best card of this promo. So yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the Infinite Flux Part 1 program. Kind of disappointed they didn't say anything about a head-to-head event either. But yeah, boys, let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know if you guys are picking any of these cards up. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video, though, you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live, I stream every single day, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. To watch on the YouTube side of things, make sure that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here, because is the new LTD Russell Wilson worth his price?